So you know when you see that girl and she just looks so good, bro. She got on baggy sweats and like a big ass jacket, but her body just so fine that you can still see it through the clothes. Like you can still see the shape of her body through the clothes. Fellas, it's the same way, bro. Like you get them shoulders and that back and that V taper right. It don't matter what you wear, bro. You could wear a 3XL, 4XL jacket. You could wear something like I'm wearing. I don't even know what this is, but I love wearing these in the gym. And it doesn't matter. I don't necessarily need to be in a tank top. You can't hide a good frame. The same thing for women when her physique is just showing through the baggy clothes. The same thing for men. That's why I tell you guys, focus on building a V-taper. Our V-taper is like their hourglass shape. You want to build that V-taper. You build that V-taper, you can wear whatever the fuck you want to wear. Okay?
What's good, y'all? This is Randall Branch. Welcome back to the channel. We got a reaction video. I'm reacting to myself, a short form video I made yesterday, talking about how you need to build a frame that's so good that you can wear anything that you want and that can't be hidden. And I want you guys to take this. Most of you guys watching this will be men. I want you guys to take the example that I use from women. When a woman has a really good body, when she has thighs, when she has glutes, just stuff that men naturally find attractive, when she has that hourglass figure, regardless of what she wears, she's going to look good. And you're going to be able to tell that she has a nice body. Very rarely does a woman who has a nice body, very rarely can she wear something to where she could just completely hide her body to have like a sleeper build. Like literally all the things that men talk about, it's the same thing for women. It's just hourglass versus V taper, right? So a lot of guys say, oh, I don't want to. A lot of guys say they don't want to get lean because they're gonna look small in shirts and certain things. And I purposely wear an oversized shirt. Like this is an oversized XL shirt. In that video, that wasn't an oversized shirt. That was like a fitted, like kind of thermal long sleeve, right? And I love wearing stuff like that. I'll probably make one for my clothing line, honestly. But I wear like some old school like pro clubs, and I believe this is like a pro club or Shaka Blink. But I wear just straight blank pro clubs and blank Shaka wears. I'm from LA. That's just how we used to dress, right? Double XL tall shirts that I used to wear when I was like 70 pounds heavier, and you can still see my shoulders popping out. And even right here, I don't know exactly how this frame is, but you could probably still see decent shoulders and decent upper chest, right? When you get your shoulders right, front, side, and rear, you get your upper chest right, you train your neck, you train your back, upper back and lats, right? And then you focus on keeping your waist small, you focus on your forearms, extremely important. You focus on your calves. These are the peripheral muscles. These make the frame. This is something that Frank Zane used to always preach. Love old school bodybuilding, guys. And creating that frame creates that V taper, which is the same thing as a woman who has the hourglass. The hourglass is the small waist, the thighs, the hips, right? The glutes. We want to be able to create that same body. And or for us, right? The equivalent, right? We're not creating an hourglass body. We don't want that. Let me not say that. You don't want to be walking around with shaped like an hourglass, fellas. Hell nah. But you wanna look like they say like the upside down Dorito, right? Small like Dorito. You think of a Dorito being kind of like a V. I'm trying to think. I don't eat Doritos, y'all, but it would be like a V and like a point at the top would be upside down. So you're heavy up top, nice shoulders, nice upper back, lats would be like kind of like the. I haven't done a math in a long time, but like you guys know what I'm saying, right? Tapering down to a small waist, okay? That's the physique that we're going for. And I'm telling you, once you guys build that physique, you can wear whatever you want. A lot of guys, I made a video maybe a few months ago. I don't even know, but I'll be making so many videos. And I was talking about how I like to stay covered up in the gym. And I talked about a few points in that video. I'm gonna make another video similar to that to talk about some more points. But me personally, I really like being able to see my V taper like through clothes. Like not necessarily even having to wear a fitted dry fit shirt, a tank top, shirtless. Obviously, I'm not shirtless in the gym. I know some gyms allow you to be shirtless. Even in a gym like that, I probably still wouldn't go shirtless. I just wouldn't do that. But I like wearing like crew necks, like the thermal that I showed with my reaction video. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Randall Branch. I post reels like that on a daily basis. So make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Randall Branch, right? But like the thermal I was wearing in there, I wear like even flannels. I love wearing flannels to the gym. Some of you guys are like, flannels, what the heck? But it's like that's what separates me apart. That's my swag. I'm gonna make a video about that, bro. Like as a man, you need to have your own swag. That's my swag, bro. I just like nobody in the gym dresses like me. I wear a flannel and some sweats. Like I just To me, it looks good. Maybe it doesn't look good to you guys, but I don't care. Like, it looks good to me. That's how I wear it. It sets me apart. I'm being myself, right? But to get back on point, I wear certain things that aren't necessarily a tank top or not necessarily a fitted shirt, but I can still see, obviously, my small waist tapering up to a good V taper, right? My shoulders and my back, I train the most, right? So when I talk about building a V taper physique, it's honestly a lot of muscles. One thing I will say is it takes more for a man to build a V taper than it does for a woman to build an hourglass, right? Because an hourglass, you got your small waist, you got your glutes, and like your thighs, basically, and then you keep the upper body decent, but that the upper body really doesn't have much to do with an hourglass. A lot of women, and if women want me to make a video about this, I'm gonna talk about a back is very important for women too. That's probably the most important upper body muscle for women. But for men, you're basically like all the muscles outside of your thighs, it like your central muscles, so your thighs, your lower chest, and your biceps and triceps. Those are like the only muscles that wouldn't be part of your V taper. So there's a lot of muscles as a man that you must prioritize. So that's why I tell you guys, like, prioritize. You should be hitting your shoulders, your upper back and lats, right? Upper chest, forearms, like calves, these need to be getting some volume, right? And when you build these muscles up, fellas, you can wear whatever you want. And the reason why this is so important is because a lot of you guys are going to be outside. I mean, and the most of the time that you spend will be outside, right? You're not going to spend most of your time in gym clothes. Some of you guys like to go out, maybe, so you'd be in something more in like a going out attire. All of you guys, I assume, work. You have to wear a uniform for work, maybe a polo, maybe business casual. I don't know what your occupation is. Maybe you're in a t-shirt or whatever. But most of the time, you're not going to be in like a tank top or you're not going to be in gym attire. So when you build a V-taper physique that allows you to wear whatever, you won't have to complain that you don't look like you lift outside the gym. Like, I know we talk about sleeper builds and stuff, but even that kind of gets blown out of proportion. I can see somebody in an oversized shirt, even though that they're lean, when they have the muscles, the right muscles built, right? You can still tell that they lift. A lot of the people who say, "Oh, he has a sleeper build," you can't tell that he lifts until he's in a tank top. Usually, they don't have good forearms and they have a skinny neck. And I need to make a whole nother video on that. I know I say this all the time, guys, but I got videos to make, okay? Every man should be training his neck, but especially if you're getting below 12% body fat, because your neck will start to thin up. And having a thick neck not only makes your jawline protrude more and makes your face look more masculine and more dimorphic, but it also causes you to look like you lift. It doesn't cause you to look skinny, right? The neck and forearms, if you look at my body, the neck and forearms are the only things that are visual. So imagine if I didn't train my neck and I didn't train my forearms. And I don't have the craziest forearms. I don't have the craziest neck, but they're decent enough to where I could wear something oversized, which is the whole thesis of this video, guys. Create your frame, build your frame, build a frame that allows you to wear anything that you want, right? That way you don't have to wear a tank top, right? Some dudes, like I said, if they're not in certain clothes, you can't tell that they lift. And I know that's not the boat that you guys want to be in. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is what I preach, man. I know a lot of guys don't really care about building a specific physique. A lot of guys just care about going to the gym. But I want to help you guys build a specific physique. And that's why I talk about it so much on this channel, because we want to build a physique that women find desirable and that men find desirable as well. In a different sense, men want to look like, women want to have, right? This is the type of physique that I want you guys to build. I made videos talking about the importance of upper body. I've made videos talking about the importance of understanding sexual dimorphism, and I'm gonna continue to make videos about this because this is like not the only pillar of my channel, but it's one of the pillars of my channel, helping men build the right physique, not just dudes in the gym. You know, I drop videos like this, and dudes would be in the comments talking about, "Oh, bro, everybody has different goals." I dropped a video the other day. I don't know what I said, but it wasn't even that hard. It was a softball compared to my usual content when I'm just hella blunt and throwing a two-piece. I was pretty soft with my content. It wasn't like a content that I thought would stir up any rage or whatever. And people were in the comments talking about, "Yeah, bro, everybody has different builds." So a lot of men, you guys have to understand, like 80 to 90% of men will never build a sexually attractive physique. They'll never build a physique that women find desirable. They'll stay high body fat. They won't prioritize the right muscles. They won't eat properly and all these things. So you have to understand, when you build this physique that I'm talking about, this V taper physique that allows you to wear anything from your what do they call it? Your birthday suit, right? Being completely bone naked to being in a goddamn puffer. Regardless of what you wear, you look like you lift and you have a desirable physique. Man, you're gonna be rare because most men are just completely lost. Okay, so subscribe to the channel if you want to build the right physique. Okay, I talk about this a lot. I talk about some other things, but my goal is to help you guys become the best version of yourself. And I'm doing so by pursuing being the best version of myself, documenting my journey, talking to you guys about certain things that are on my mind, certain things that I'm passionate about. So we got a whole bunch of videos coming on the way. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys comment on this video. Make sure you guys share this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're not new, you should already be subscribed. Again, follow me on Instagram at Randall Branch, just like the little short form clip that I put at the beginning of the video. I post clips like that on a day-to-day basis on Instagram at Randall Branch and on TikTok at Randall T Branch. So you guys can follow me on there. If you guys want my help building your physique, getting your physique right, getting lean, building the right muscle groups, make sure you guys check the description. Okay, I do strategy calls and consultations for you guys. I also have a coaching program you guys can join. I give out personalized plans. I have a BodyGame V-Taper ebook / program that has a sampled program. So I have a whole bunch of things for those of you guys who are interested. And if not, just stick around to the channel, man. I give out free game on a day-to-day basis, all right? This is Randall Branch Media, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.